Okay, just a quick shot of how things are going. Change the shape of this as it goes around the corner. More might happen yet. This was never going to be left completely dark. Yeah, it's, you know, we're moving away from that machine gunner's nest look. Big Daddy, you're a funny guy. Anyway, we'll get away from the beaches of Normandy look, and we'll put some subject matter in there to change that. But I've also gone into here. This was just too flat looking. I'm going to give it a little more perspective and a little more interest. All right, I think our shapes are taken care of here. Went a lot darker. That's good. That's good. Don't want the eye attracted to it, but we want it sort of interesting enough. Now, to keep rifles from sticking out of this slash in the rock. Okay, I'll stop talking like that. So now instead of a void in here, we have a bit of an, you know, it's a bit undercut there. Chunks of the capstone have broken off, rotted away, they're gone, and we just have some shapes in there. I think that's working. I'm liking that this is toned down, you know, helps to support the strength of this shape in general. I think that'll do. What I think I'm going to do now, though, I would still like to lay on a few bits of light. Reflection of, you know, the highest reflection of light from the sky, just in a couple of spots here. Well, I'm going to call these rocks done now. I'm happy with them. I laid in a bit of light in a few spots. It's always so tempting to start fixating on details. The more detail you put in with a painting like this, the more you really do is chip away at the strength of the painting. If anything needs changing or modifying, and I have a couple things in mind, I'm going to forget about them for the time being. Those are decisions that I'll revisit once the entire painting is pretty much painted. And I have still this large area, you know, to support the foreground with. So next thing is I'm going to mix some, let's see, I have some raw umber still on my palette, and I have some burnt sienna, and I have ultramarine blue. So I'm going to refine some of these lines, go in darker, you know, very dark. I'm not going to thin the paint off too much. It's going to be the texture of heavy cream. Drawing my lines more definitely, and then begin to color. I'm going to draw in my lines with a little, well, you know, it's not the size so much, but it's because it's a worn out brush that I want to use up, and I don't have to have hard edges on the lines I do now, that I paint now rather. This is a number 6 flat. And then we're going to go in with a, we're going to use both number 8 flat, which is quite new, but I think mostly we're going to go in with, that's a number 8 flat too? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, it's another 8, that's another number 8 flat, but it's from a different company. And it's a little more splayed, you know, the fibers, the hairs on the brush are a little more splayed, so we'll be making broader, stronger strokes with that. It's also a little meatier. Not like a meteorite or a comet, but you know, it has more meat to it. So, play with that next.